Okay, getting my screen set up. Hello everyone, it's me, it's Mark, and I'm here with you for another live stream class. Yay! Before I do anything, I need to know if you can see me and hear me. If you can see me, if you can hear me, please say yes in the chat so that way I know everything is A-okay. If you can see me, if you can hear me, please say yes in the chat so that way I know everything is A-okay. Lolly says yes. Thank you, Lolly. Yay. Sweet Lana's here. Hello, Sweet Lana. Good, good, good. Sima says yes. Thank you. Mary is here. Hello, Mary. Miley is here. Good, good, good. Sleepwalker says yes. Mary says yes. Tetsuro, hello. Ella says yes. Tomas is here. Good to see Tomas. Jay is here. Hello. Mitra. Hello. Helga. Thank you. Good, good, good. Olga. Hello, Olga. Mana. Hello, Mana. Nice, nice. Marion. Thank you. All right. Memo. Good. Hanan. Hello, Edward. Yes. Good, good. Rish. Hello. Miley. Thank you. Sabir, hello. Lavin, hello. Good to see everyone. We have a great group in the chat, of course, as usual. Cecilia, hello, hello. Good, 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 good. Well, Lily, hello. Well, good to see you all. Renew, hello. All right, Sang, thank you. Well, I'm very, very happy to see you all because without you, there's no reason for me to be here. So thank you for being here with me. And you know what we do. We always start our class with a toast for good luck. So whatever you're drinking, pick it up. I have right here. I have coffee. Yes, I do. And we will have two toasts. Yes, two toasts. Our first toast will be for the green team. You see them. Their names are in green. They support me. They support the channel. By supporting me and the channel, they are supporting everyone. So let's give the green team a big thank you. Cheers. If you don't have a beverage, we can fist bump. Bump. Cheers. Bump. Cheers. And because we had a toast, we have to have a drink. So bottoms up. Okay. Our second toast is for you. Yes, because without you, there's no reason for me to be here. So let's toast to you. Let's toast a fun, interesting, informative, and productive lesson today. Cheers, bump. Cheers, bump. And because we had a toast, we have to have a drink. So bottoms up. Okay, good, good, good. Well, let's talk about today's lesson, shall we? Yes, let's do that. Here it is right here. Here's today's lesson. And we are doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 activities today. 5 activities. We're going to open our class with a video. We're going to watch a video first. Then we're going to do form a sentence. I'm going to give you a pattern and you're going to write sentences based on the pattern. After that, we're going to do a worksheet. Which one is different? We're going to review one that we did on Saturday. That was fire. Which one is different? We're going to do that. We're going to do dictation cards. And we're going to do Lolly's Revenge, which is a conversation between two people, Joe and Sue. So we're going to be busy today. I hope you are ready to practice with me. And of course, in the chat, there are lots of great examples. You will see lots of examples in the chat. You will learn a lot by participating in the chat and by reading the other sentences, the other members, the other people, what they are writing in the chat, because we learn by example. And talking about the chat, you must be a subscriber to enter the chat. I do that to keep the bots out and to keep the spamming out, so we have a safe and fun place to practice our English together. So if you want to participate with us in the chat, you need to subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe, you get into the chat. I do that to keep the bots out and to keep the spamming out so we have a safe and fun place to practice our English together. Okay, good, good, good. So let's, it's really, really cold in here, but I don't know. I'm really tight because I have a turtleneck, I have a shirt, I have a sweater, and this shirt. So I have 4 layers, 4 pieces of clothes. And so I'm all bundled up in layers of clothing. So it's hard for me to move around because I have too many layers of clothing on. Aza, hello, Aza is here. Good to see Aza. Umesh, hello Umesh. Okay, good. Well, let's go ahead and our first activity is going to be a video, and it's a quiz. It's a speed timing on opposites, okay? So our first activity will be a video and opposites. So you will have 5 seconds to name the opposite. Maybe in the chat, if you're really fast at typing, maybe you could type in the opposite, okay? So here we go. Let's have a look at the video. There it is. Hold on, let's see. I'm gonna make it full screen, and then it's a time test. So if you're fast in the chat, go ahead and write the opposite in the chat. If you can't, that's okay. Just say, that's most important, right? Speaking practice. So say the opposite, yeah? Okay, here we go. Making it full size here, everyone. Full size, full size. Okay, hold on. I want to make it just right. Perfect. I like it. Perfect. Okay, let's have a look here. Moving along here. Okay, whoop. Okay, here we go. Okay. And let's roll it. Here we go. Okay, what's the opposite of courteous? Courteous. What's the opposite of courteous? It's rude. Hey, Candy. Candy's here. Hello, Candy. What's the opposite of dangerous? Dangerous. What's the opposite of dangerous? Safe. What's the opposite of dark? What's the opposite of dark? It's light. Light. What's the opposite of day? It's night. It's night. What's the opposite of deep? It's shallow. Shallow. What's the opposite of down? It's up. Up. What's the opposite of dreary? Dreary. It's cheerful. Cheerful. What's the opposite of dry? It's wet. It's wet. What's the opposite of decrease? Decrease. It's increase. Increase. What's the opposite of discourage? Discourage. Discourage. It's encourage. Encourage. What's the opposite of early? Early. It's late. It's late. What's the opposite of empty? empty. It's full, full. What's the opposite of enter? It's exit, exit. What's the opposite of even? Even. It's odd, odd. What's the opposite of export? Export. It's import. Import. What's the opposite of fail? It's succeed. Succeed. What's the opposite of false? False. It's true. True. What's the opposite of far? Far. It's near. Near. What's the opposite of fast? It's slow. Slow. What's the opposite of few? Few. It's many. Many. What's the opposite of find? Find. It's lose. Lose. What's the opposite of first? First. It's last. Last. What's the opposite of float? Float. It's sink. Sink. Well, foolish. What's the opposite of foolish? Hold on, I'm sorry, I'm losing my screen here. It's wise. Wise. What's the opposite of forget? Forget. It's remember. Remember. Okay, okay, hold on. Let's go back and we'll go slow now. Okay? We're going to go slow. And so I'm going to give you time to do this in the chat. Okay, I'm going to stop it. Okay, courteous. What is the opposite of courteous? Now I'll give you time in the chat to tell me the opposite. Courteous. What's the opposite of courteous? Okay, good, good, good. Yep, I see your answers. Yeah. So I'll give you time now. And yes, rude. Very good. Okay, we'll go to the next one. Okay, dangerous. What's the opposite of dangerous? Okay, good. All right. Yeah, I think you. Yeah, I see it. Hello, Matsura. Fatima, hello. Okay, yeah. That's right, safe. The opposite of dangerous is safe. Okay, dark. What's the opposite of dark? Dark. Hello, Matza. Okay, good. All right, no problem. Here we go. Count down here. Okay, you got it. Light. Okay. Day. What is the opposite of day? What's the opposite of day? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. I see it. Yol, hello, Yol. Okay, good. Here we go. Countdown. Yep, it's night. Okay, deep. Okay, now maybe this might be a little challenging for some people. So what's the opposite of deep? Okay, good. Do you swim in the deep end of the pool or the? Do you swim in the deep end or the? Do you swim in the deep end or the shallow end of the pool? That's right. Good. Shallow. Okay, down. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to just go ahead. You got this one. Okay, yep, that's up. Okay, this is right. This is hard. We don't use this word a lot. Dreary. Dreary. What's the opposite of dreary? So this is not so common of a word. Okay, good, good. Dreary. Okay, good. Yeah, ramen. Dreary. Kind of, dreary is kind of like dark and kind of like maybe you see in a horror movie, it's the scenery's dreary, it's foggy and it's the bats are flying around and owls are going whoo whoo, so maybe like a horror movie, a mystery movie, and so the landscape is dreary. And so the opposite of that would be cheerful. That's right. So cheerful, and if we're doing movies, right? So dreary would be, like a horror movie, and then cheerful would be like a comedy, right? Where it's colorful and fun, and people are having a good time. Everyone's cheerful. Okay, good. Okay, dry. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, no problem. And yeah, so wet. So after taking a shower, you're wet. So get a towel to dry off, right? So when you get out of the shower, you are wet. So you need a towel to dry off, right? Or you will catch a cold. So you better dry your hair or you will catch a cold. Okay, decrease. So are prices at the supermarket decreasing? Is the price of eggs decreasing? Is the cost of living decreasing? Is your electricity bill Decreasing is your, yeah, so, yeah, no, it's not decreasing, is it? No, everything is, the prices in the supermarket are increasing. Okay, discourage. Discourage. What's the opposite of discourage? So, for example, discourage. Maybe, let's see. Maybe some negative people. How about this? Negative people, they discourage you from doing your best. They discourage you for trying new things. Maybe a negative person doesn't want to try new things, so they will discourage you for doing that. They will give you reasons why you shouldn't try something new. They will discourage you, but that's not good. Lolly, thank you so much. So that's right. So I want you guys to improve your English. I want you to have fun learning English. So I encourage you to have fun and improve your English. Okay, early. Are you an early bird? Do you go to bed early? Do you get up early? Do you go to bed early? Do you get up early? Or are you the opposite? Are you the opposite? Do you go to bed late? Do you get up late? Are you late for work? Are you late for school? Are you late to meet your friends? Are you a late person or are you an early person? Okay, empty. Oh no, my cup is empty. What's the opposite of empty? Uh-oh, look at my gas tank. It's on empty. I need to go to the gas station. Yeah, oh no, look at the refrigerator. It's empty. There's no food in the refrigerator. We better go to the supermarket. We better go to the gas station. We want to fill it up, right? We want our gas tank to be full. We want our refrigerator to be full. We want our cupboard to be full. Hello, Ronald. How are you, Ronald? Oh, Tetsuro's here. Hello, Tetsuro. Okay, enter. This is the way you enter the theater. This is the way you enter the stadium. This is the way you enter the amusement park. This is the way you enter the park. This is the way you enter the building. Oh, Manuel, thank you, Manuel. Good to see you, Manuel. Okay, so after you enter, you must exit. Yeah, so after the show, exit this way. After the game, exit this way. After you finish your appointment, exit over there. Or you could say, oh, excuse me, where is the exit? Oh, the exit is over there. Oh, thank you very much. Okay, even. I like even numbers. Some people have superstition. You know, they have maybe some days they don't want to go outside because it's, not an even day. Maybe some people play a game. Who goes first? Like you have a game, for example, rock, scissors, paper. There's another game like rock, scissors, paper, even. So it's maybe you roll a die. If the number is even, you win. Or if the number is, yeah. So you guys got it. Let's see. Odd. That's right. So an even number be like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Odd number 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. People have superstitions about even numbers or odd numbers or even days of the month, odd days of the month. So Lolly says 13 is an odd number for bad luck. Yep. So here in Japan, 4 is a bad number. 4, because 4 in Japanese is shi, and that means to die. So you'll see, like in America, some hotels or buildings don't have a 13th floor, right? It goes like floor 12, and the next floor is 14. And in Japan, it's 4. And so sometimes if you see like parking spaces, there's no number 4. And in Japanese, 4 is shi, and shi means to die. Oh, really? Korea, same. Okay, Aza, that's interesting. In China too. Okay, so it's Asia. It's an Asian thing then. Huh. Yeah, 7, Ella, lucky 7. So people like 7, people like 11. Helga likes 14. Helga likes 5. Okay, Aza, interesting. I didn't know that. I thought that was just Japan, but that's good to know. New information. Yeah, we learn something new every day. Okay. Mary likes 12 and 13. That's true. Mary, why do you like 12 and 13? Why is that? They're like right next to each other. Yeah, good, Ramen. Yep. Okay, export. So in Japan, Japan exports more than it imports. I don't want to say the answer. So in Japan, a big export is cars. Cars are a big export here in Japan. Also, Japan likes to export its culture too. Like the anime. That's a Japanese export. Their food, right? Like lots of people like sushi. Okay, Mary's 12 is lucky number, but I was born on the 13th. Okay, I see, Mary. I understand now. Oh, how's that? 7. Yeah, here in Japan too. 7-11. Okay, good. Export, and the opposite is import. Very good. Okay, fail. Don't fail your exam, right? Fail. We don't want to fail. We want to, and the opposite, right? So if you fail, that means you can't, you don't, you can't reach the next level. You can't finish, right? And so you want to continue, right? And yep, you guys got it. So if you fail, you like right there, you stop, right? You don't want to stop right there. You want to continue. You want to succeed. Very good. Succeed. False. We know that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just go with this now. False. And the opposite is true, right? True story. So, like for example, it's right. So it's the truth, right? I'm not telling you something false, right? I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you this is true. It is not false. Okay, far. So I live far from my home country. I live far from my mother and father. I live far from my sister and brother. Okay, good. Yep. And so the opposite of far, near. That's right. So, well, next month I will be near my I will be visiting my family and friends in February. Today's the 31st, so today's the last day in January, but so in February I will visit my family and friends, so I will be near them. Well, I will be with them. Not near them, I will be with them. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm getting excited, Sleepwalker. I'm starting to get excited. Okay, fast, we know that. I'm just going to go ahead. Fast, slow. Okay, few. How about let's do this, few. What's the opposite of few? Let's see. Okay, good. So, when you open a bag of potato chips, eat a few. If you, oh, okay, sweet Lana, good luck. Good luck at the doctors. When you open a bag of cookies, just have a few. When you, Lolly, I know. I ordered a new computer, actually, Lolly. I should be getting a new computer next week. I'm having troubles with my computer, so I ordered a new computer. It's time. This computer is pretty old. Okay, you got it. Yeah, many. So don't have too many cookies. Don't have too many potato chips. Don't have too many, let's see, don't have too many beers. No. Have a few beers. Have a few potato chips. Have a few cookies. Don't have too many. Yeah, computers are expensive, Lolly, for sure. Okay, find. Find. I hope you find your keys. I hope you find your wallet. I hope you find your true love. I hope you find a boyfriend. I hope you find a girlfriend. Lose. Oh no! Don't lose your keys. Don't lose your wallet. Don't lose my number. Don't lose my telephone number. Don't lose the game. Okay, first, don't be, you should be first. Don't be, do your best to, you practice, you train hard to be first. In the race, you don't want to be in the race. No, you don't want to be in your class. You don't want to be last. No, don't be last. Hurry up. Run faster. Float. Some people can't float. Like in the pool, just with your body, can you float on water, right? It's easier to float in the ocean than in a pool, because in the ocean there's salt, and the salt helps to keep your body up. And so you don't want to do the opposite, no. And if you buy a boat, you want your boat to float, yes. If you buy a raft, you want your raft to float. You don't want it to, You don't want it to sink. No, because that's not good. Foolish. It's a foolish boy. It's a foolish person. Don't be foolish. Okay, good. I'm looking at time. We got to get going. Time. What's happening with the time? Wise. Okay, good. So you want to be wise. You want to be smart about it. You want to be wise. Clever. Don't be foolish. You want to be wise. You want to make good decisions. You want to make good choices. You want to do it right. Forget. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. I'm looking at the clock. Oh my, I can't believe spending all this time. Okay, forget. Remember. That's right. Remember. Don't forget. Remember. Okay, good. Okay. Wow. Okay, good job. Oh, the clock. What happened with the time? This was supposed to be just a short warm-up. What happened? Okay, we gotta get going here. I'm sorry. That was spent a lot of time on that. Okay, let's go to number 2. We got the time. That's always a problem. Time is always a problem. Okay, here we go. Activity number 2, form a sentence. This is a review. Form a sentence. Here we go. I have been, and needs to be ing verb. I have been for or since, depending on the time expression, period. And then we're going to continue here. Before that, comma, I, and then we want a past tense verb, ed verb. And so for example, my example is I have been driving a car since I was 16. Before that, I rode a bicycle. Okay, that's my example. I have been driving a car since I was 16. Before that, I rode a bicycle. And remember, since is a point in time, right? So this is 16, right? And for would be a duration like for 6 months, for 1 month, for 1 year, for 2 hours, for a long time. Since I was 16, since high school, since yesterday, since this morning, okay? Okay, Ramen. Let's see, Sleepwalker. I have been learning English for several years. Before that, okay, I learned French. Okay, or you could say, Sleepwalker, I studied French. Maybe studied would be better, I think. Helga, I have been doing laundry for half an hour. Before that, I cooked. Okay, Raman, I have been waiting for an important email. Before that, I ate my lunch. Good. Maitra, I have been cooking for 1 hour. Before that, I cleaned house. Good. Nice. So we did this on Saturday, and right, and so doing it again, you guys just do a better job. And like I say all the time, you can see many good examples in the chat. Lots of good sentences for everyone to practice. Everyone, we all have great examples in the chat. We can learn from the chat. Sonia, I have been living in Mumbai since, oh, okay. Now, Sonia, last year, that's a point in time. Since last year, okay? Oh, you did. What am I doing? Sorry. Sonia, I'm sorry. I have been living in Mumbai since last year. Yeah. Before that, I lived in Delhi. Good. Miley, I have been swimming for 5 years. Before that, I sank. Good one. I like it. Sleepwalker, I've been watching Mark's live since 2019. Before that, I didn't watch any lives. Sleepwalker, thank you. Mwah. Azza, I have been studying English since 2009D. You mean 2009? Okay, Cecilia, I have been staying in a hotel. Before that, okay, Cecilia, I have been staying in a hotel for 2 days, maybe. I've been staying in a hotel for 1 day. I have been living in India since last year. Before that, I lived in Sri Lanka. Hannah, I have been using a computer since I was 30. Before that, I used a dictionary. Nice. Maitra, I have been waiting for Mark's live stream for 2 hours. Before that, I practiced past videos. Thank you, Maitra. Mwah. Candy, I have been cooking since 5 p.m. Before that, I took a walk with my dog. Nice. Tetsuo, I have been exercising in my house for the last 2 years. Before that, I exercised in a gym. Nice sentences, everyone. Okay. I have been watching this live class since 1:30 India time. Before that, I talked to my friend. Okay, Edward, I have been waiting for Mr. Mark for 2 hours. Before that, I watched TV. Thank you. Now, please just say Mark. So sometimes, okay, I want, so Mr. is only for last name. So my first name is Mark. So you don't say Mr. Mark, you say Mark. And then my last name is Kulek. So you can say Mr. Kulek. But I prefer Mark. So please call me Mark. Okay, dang, how are you? I have been taking a bus for 10 minutes. Before that, I went on foot. Matsura, I have been studying English since, okay, for 6 months. Okay, Matsura, for 6 months of duration. Since is a point in time. So, for example, 6 months ago, that would be maybe June. So you can say, I've been studying English since June. Or for 6 months, since June, for 6 months. Okay, Lale, I've been driving. Okay, we say ride a bike. Okay, Lale? So ride a bike. So you ride something when you're like out, or there's no roof, there's no doors, right? So you ride a bicycle, you ride a motorcycle, you ride a skateboard, you ride a scooter. There's no doors, no windows, you're open. The air is blowing, the breeze is throwing. So you're riding something, you're in the open. You drive a car, you drive a taxi. So if you get in, right, you drive, and if you walk on to it, you like take a bus, take a plane, take a train, take the subway. Okay, good. Okay, yes, Aza. Okay, I've been studying English since 1990. Very good. Okay, this is a review. So, okay, here, Lali, this is the last one. This is the last one I will read, and then we're going to activity number 3. Lali, I have been doing my chores for 2 years. Before that, I watched TV. Wow, chores for 2 years? Do you mean 2 hours? Okay. Miley, I have been studying cooking. So your Miley, the first verb is ing. This I have been studying. Okay, I have been. So have been, you need ing. I have been studying cooking. I have been studying cooking for 10 years. Before that, I had self-esteem. So what Miley means is before she started cooking, she had self-esteem, meaning she had confidence. But since she started cooking, her confidence is going down. Miley's confidence is going down because she says she's a terrible cook. I don't know. I have never been to Miley's house before. I don't know. I have never eaten her food before. So all I know is that she says she's a terrible cook, but I don't know for sure. Maybe Miley is just being, she's just being, what's the word? She's humble. So maybe Miley's just being humble. Okay, good, Lolly. Yep, 2 hours. There you go. I was thinking 2 years. Wow. And then before that, watching TV. So that means Lolly hasn't watched TV for 2 years. Okay, we got to move on. Okay, here we go. We're going to activity number 3 now. Like I said, great sentences, everyone. Great practice for everyone. Well done, everyone. Okay, let's go to number 3. And this is a worksheet. And this is another review. Which one doesn't belong? And like I say all the time, go to my Patreon, support me there, and you get all the worksheets and the cards, everything we do in the live stream classes, you can get on my Patreon. So support me on Patreon, and you get all the worksheets and cards that we do in our live stream classes. Yes. Okay. Number 3, which one is different? And the topic is fire. And as you can see, there are 4 items. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 2 groups. Group 1 keywords, group 2 keywords. And of the 4, you have to decide which one is different. And for example, I always give this example, red, blue, bicycle, pink. Red, blue, bicycle, pink. Which one is different? Yes, bicycle is different because it is transportation. Bicycle is different because it moves fast. Bicycle is different because you sit on it. Bicycle is different because it can be, it can take you to different places. So there are no wrong answers, yeah? So you have to use your imagination. The challenge is you have to express yourself in English. You have to tell everyone in the chat why you think it's different in English. That's the challenge. You have to communicate your ideas in English. And that's what communication is. Expressing your ideas, telling other people what you think. And that's what we're going to do here. You're going to tell us what you think. You're going to use your critical thinking skills. You're going to use your imagination. You are going to use your brain power. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put the worksheet on the screen so we can do it together. Okay, which one is different? Okay, here we go. Group 1 keywords. A campfire, a fire extinguisher, a match, a lighter. Which one is different and why? One more time. A campfire, a fire extinguisher, a match, a lighter. Which one is different and why? You have to tell us in English why you think that one is different. You have to express your ideas. You have to communicate your idea in English to us. You have to tell us in the chat why you think it is different. Is it a campfire? Is it a fire extinguisher? Is it a match? Is it a lighter? There are no wrong answers. Lolly, a campfire because you can gather around and be warm. I like it. Sleepwalker, a fire extinguisher is different because it's for putting out the fire. Or you could say it's for putting out fires. It's for putting out fires. A match because there's no I in match. That's right. Mary, I've been eating healthy food since I was on a diet. Before that, I ate a lot of sweets. I like sweets, Mary. I like sweets. I can't stop eating sweets. I can't stop. Okay, Lily, a lighter is different because we can use it to smoke. Sleepwalker, a campfire is different because you can do it only in the forest. Tetsuo, I think a campfire because it needs much firewood. Aza, a bicycle is different because it's very fast. Yes, Aza. Miley, the fire extinguisher remedies the excesses of the other 3. Okay, I don't know about excesses. Maybe Miley, you say a fire extinguisher because it puts out the other three. So a fire extinguisher puts out a fire. Helga, I think a fire extinguisher is different because we put out the fire with it. NS, fire extinguisher, because it's used to stop fires. Shams, I think a match because it's a little light. Oh, it's a small flame. So the fire is a flame. And so a match has a small flame. A campfire has a large flame. Okay, Hannah, a fire extinguisher because it makes, or it puts out fires. It puts out fires. Okay, Raman, I think a campfire because we need wood to burn. Lolly, a fire extinguisher because you can save lives in case of fire. Tetsuro, I think a fire extinguisher because it needs regular checks. Yes, safety checks. Is it working properly? Is it full? Manual. I want to see manuals here. Go back. Manual says a match. Okay, Manuel, Espanol. Mary, maybe you can. So Manuel, Mary, she likes Spanish. So okay. So Manuel, why? So you have to, in English, you have to explain why a match is different, or a lighter is different, or a fire extinguisher is different. Manome, hello. I think a match is different because we can carry it easily. I like it. Sonia, fire extinguisher is different because it uses. Okay, I missed it. Sorry. Sleepwalker campfire is different because you can't hold it in your hands. I like it. Don't hold a campfire in your hands. No, don't do that. Don't carry the campfire. Don't carry it. Okay, let's go to the next group. Okay, here we go. Group 2, keywords. A candle, a torch, a barbecue, a fire alarm. Which one is different? A candle, a torch, a barbecue, a fire alarm. Which one is different and why? Mary, a match because it's the smallest thing of them. Marion, I think a match because I have a lighter. Dang, a match because it has the story. Oh, the story of the little match girl. That's a sad story. I know that story. The little match girl selling matches in the winter, in the snow. Sad story. Ramen, I think a lighter because it needs some fuel. Good. Dang, a match because it has. Oh, okay, that's. Helga, I think a match is different because it is written that children must not play with matches. Matza, I think a lighter is different because we carry it in your pocket. Maitra, campfire because we need wood. Dang, a match because, yes. Lolly, a fire extinguisher because it is the only one to put out a fire. Sleepwalker, a fire alarm is different because it gives a sound, or it gives a sound. It makes the sounds better. It makes a sound. That's better. Helga, I think a candle is different because it is very romantic. Ramen, I think a candle because it is made of wax. That's why I think a candle because it melts. Lily, I think a candle because we use them on a birthday cake. On a birthday cake. We use them on a birthday cake. We use them on a birthday cake. And as fire alarm gives a notice about a fire. Sleepwalker candle is different because we keep it at home. Helga, especially especially when candles are perfumed or scented, Helga. When a scented candle. Lolly, a fire alarm because there are no flames in it. Mary, a barbecue because we use it to cook a meal. Miley, a candle's different because it is romantic. Sleepwalker, a barbecue is different because it's for food. Aza, I think a candle is different because when we go to the temple, then we can use them. Tetzra, I think a torch because we can run holding it with our hands, like the Olympic torch run. Lolly, a candle because you make a romantic meal with it. Or Lolly, a candle because we use it for a romantic meal. We use it for a romantic meal. Yes, Helga, scented. Matsura, I think a candle is different because we use them on a birthday cake. We use them on a birthday cake. We use them on a birthday cake. Tessera, I think a barbecue because we make delicious food by using it. Sleepwalker, fire alarm is different because it reports an incident. Dang, a candle because we can choose many smells. Oh, scents, yes. We can choose many scents or different scents. You have each candle, or candles have different scents, right? You go in there, go to a candle shop, and you can choose different scents. I like vanilla. They have like vanilla scent, rose scent, pistachio scent. No. Yeah, I don't know. What's some popular scents? Rosemary, is that a good scent? Most are flowers, right? Most of the scents are flowers and herbs, right? Like cinnamon. I like cinnamon. That's a good scent. Like, yeah. I can't think right now. Okay. Lolly. Because we use it for a romantic meal. Good, Lolly. Miley, a fire alarm is different because you hear it, but you don't see it. Good, Miley. Mary, a candle because it's a very useful thing in the Ukraine these days because of the electricity problems, because of the power cuts, because of the war, because of the difficulty. Yeah, so candles are very important for the Ukrainians. Candy, I think candles because I can make one myself. I made a candle when I was a kid, yeah. It's like one of those activities you do in school. Like, Mother's Day, you make a Mother's Day candle, make a Father's Day candle. I remember doing that. Okay, good. All right. It's time to change activities, everyone. Good job. Well done. Great sentences. Great examples for everyone to learn. Get my worksheets on my Patreon. Support me on Patreon. Get all the worksheets. Yes, do that. Check it out. There's a link in the descriptions for my Patreon page. Check it out. Support me there and get all the worksheets we do here. Lolly says a fire alarm because it is the only one that doesn't make heat. So there are so many answers. Yeah, everyone, just your imagination. And so this is such a great activity because there's no wrong answers. Endless, right? So lots of practice for you. And I just want to say, I have a book, Amazon.com, which one is different, and lots of this kind of practice for you. And so it's kind of it's like a puzzle, right? It's like a brain teaser, and you have to use your mind. You have to use English, and it's really good for your communication, right? Because communication is telling your ideas to someone, right? Expressing your ideas to someone, and this will help you. Okay, good, good. All right, let's go to our next activity. Okay, here we go. Our next activity is dictation cards. All right, dictation time. Here we go, right here. I have dictation cards, and the cards are here on my Patreon. So this is number 4. Number 4. Number 4, dictation cards. And our topic today is to make an impression. To make an impression. To make an impression. Impression. Okay, and that means to to leave a lasting effect or influence on someone. One more time. To make an impression. To leave a lasting effect or influence on someone. One more time. Make an impression. To leave a lasting effect or influence on someone. Okay? And we will have 4 steps. Step 1, dictation. And we'll go fast and slow. Dictation, that is, you need a pencil, you need paper, you're going to listen and write down what I say word for word. So it's listening and writing at the same time. And then part 2 or step 2, shadow. Shadow is speaking practice. Dictation is writing practice. So dictation, you're writing, you're listening and writing at the same time. Shadowing is listening and speaking at the same time. And then our 3rd step, we'll take turns. So I will say the sentence, then you will say the sentence. But when it's your turn, I'm going to cover the sentence. So you have to say the sentence by only looking at the picture. So by looking at the picture, that is a representation of the sentence. It gives you a clue to the sentence. It gives you information about the sentence. Like, for example, when you walk into a supermarket, you see the context, right? You're in a supermarket, you see food, and so all of a sudden, you know what kind of vocabulary you need to be successful to get what you want in the supermarket. So having the picture, that's going to trigger your imagination, it's going to give you context, and it's going to help you remember the sentence. Then step 4 is a quiz. Yeah, and so for the quiz, I will randomly select 3 cards, cover the sentence, and then in the chat, you have to write the sentence by looking at the picture. Okay, here we go. Let's do it, shall we? You have a pencil. Do you have paper? Pencil and paper? Lolly, you're too kind. You're too kind. Okay, so pencil and paper, because we're going to have dictation. We'll go fast and slow. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8 cards. I will say each card 3 times fast. Then after we do the 8 cards fast, then I will go slow. So the first time when we go fast, it's a challenge. It's going to be difficult. And then, but that's okay. The second time, the next round, we'll go slow. So if there's any words you didn't catch, any words you didn't hear, you can get it then. You can check your sentences when we go slow, okay? So let's go fast. And Lolly has her pencil and paper ready. That's good. Candy's ready. Shams is ready. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go fast. Okay, Raman's got her pencil and paper. Okay, Tetsuo's ready. Here we go. I'm gonna go fast, 3 times fast. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They were moved by his presentation. They were moved by his presentation. They were moved by his presentation. Number 2, the coach made a positive impression on his players. The coach made a positive impression on his players. The coach made a positive impression on his players. Okay, number 3. Sad movies usually move her to tears. Sad movies usually move her to tears. Sad movies usually move her to tears. Number 4. Niagara Falls is an impressive waterfall. Niagara Falls is an impressive waterfall. Niagara Falls is an impressive waterfall. Okay, here we go, number 5. It's important to make a good impression on customers. It's important to make a good impression on customers. It's important to make a good impression on customers. Okay, number 6. I was impressed by my daughter's dance performance. I was impressed by my daughter's dance performance. I was impressed by my daughter's dance performance. Number 7. I'm often moved by the positive comments on my YouTube channel. I'm often moved by the positive comments on my YouTube channel. I'm often moved by the positive comments on my YouTube channel. Okay, here we go. Number 8, last card. Don't be impressed by his expensive car. It's a loaner. Don't be impressed by his expensive car. It's a loaner. Don't be impressed by his expensive car. It's a loaner. Okay. That was fast. Yeah, long. Today was a little difficult. Long sentences, yeah. But that's okay. It's good, you know. It's good to have a challenge. It's good. But don't worry because we're going to go slow now. Okay, so what words you didn't catch the first time, you'll get it now. So we're going to go slow. And so here, check your sentences, everyone. Okay, here we go. Dictation, slow. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. They were moved by his presentation. Second time. They were moved by his presentation. Third time. They were moved by his presentation. Okay, card number 2. The coach made a positive impression on his players. The coach made a positive impression on his players. The coach made a positive impression on his players. Card number 3. Sad movies usually move her to tears. Yes, Lolly. Sad movies usually move her to tears. There you go, third time. Sad movies usually move her to tears. Number 4, card number 4. Niagara Falls is an impressive waterfall. Niagara Falls is an impressive waterfall. Third time. Niagara Falls is an impressive waterfall. Okay, number 5, card number 5. It's important to make a good impression on customers. It's important to make a good impression on customers. It's important to make a good impression on customers. Okay, here we go. Number 6. I was impressed by my daughter's dance performance. I was impressed by my daughter's dance performance. I was impressed by my daughter's dance performance. Number 7. I'm often moved by the positive comments on my YouTube channel. I'm often moved by the positive comments on my YouTube channel. I'm often moved by the positive comments on my YouTube channel. Okay, here we go. Last card, number 8. Don't be impressed by his expensive car. It's a loaner. Second time. Don't be impressed by his expensive car. It's a loaner. Okay, third time, last time. Don't be impressed by his expensive car. It's a loner. Okay, that was dictation fast and slow. You were listening and you were writing the sentences. All right. Now, we're going to do shadowing. Now, I haven't shown you, you haven't seen the pictures, you haven't seen the sentences. You've just been listening, yeah? So it's a challenge. Now it's speaking practice. And after we say the card 3 times, after we say each sentence 3 times, I'm going to show you the picture. I'm going to show you the sentence so you can check your answer. You can check your sentences, make sure you got all the words in the right order, and we will talk about the meaning of the sentences. Okay, so here we go. Part 2, shadowing. You're going to be listening and speaking with me at the same time. You're going to be using 2 skills at the same time. Your listening skills and speaking skills at the same time. Input, output, input, output. It's a challenge, but that's why you are here. Here we go. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They were moved by his presentation. They were moved by his presentation. They were moved by his presentation. Here we go. They were moved by his presentation. So in this situation, they were like inspired, right? So for example, maybe it's a company and he's giving the staff a great presentation, and the staff, they're getting excited, they're getting motivated, they're gonna like, yes, we're gonna do it, we're gonna make more money, we're gonna have bigger sales, and he moved everyone to be more productive. He moved everyone to be inspired. They were moved by his presentation. Okay, here we go. Card number 2. The coach made a positive impression on his players. The coach made a positive impression on his players. The coach made a positive impression on his players. The coach made a positive impression on his players. So, right? So the coach, part of the coach's job is to inspire the players, right? So of course the coach helps the players do better, right? And also coaches are there to motivate. They're there to move their players. They're there to make positive impressions on their players. The coach made a positive impression on his players. Lolly, mwah, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're too kind, too nice, Lolly. Here we go, card number 3. Sad movies usually move her to tears. 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 When she's watching a movie, a sad movie, she cries because she gets emotional. She gets involved in the movie. And so by the acting, by the story, it will move her to tears. Sad movies usually move her to tears. Okay, here we go. Number 4. Niagara Falls is an impressive waterfall. 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 So in this situation, impressive meaning like larger than life, right? It is astounding. So you see something that is impressive. That means it's like larger than life. It is astounding. You see its greatness, like, oh my God, I can't believe it. And usually like things in nature are like this, right? If you go to the Grand Canyon, you see it and you go, oh, I'm impressed, right? Like, oh boy, like you can't see this on TV, right? You can't see it in magazines. You can't, you have to be there, right? So you might see Niagara Falls in a movie. You might see Niagara Falls on TV. You might see Niagara Falls in a magazine, but it doesn't compare to seeing it in person. You go there and it's like, this is amazing, and you're impressed. Niagara Falls is an impressive waterfall. Okay, number 5. It's important to make a good impression on customers. It's important to make a good impression on customers. It's important to make a good impression on customers. It's important to make a good impression on customers, right? So if you have a store, if you work at a company and you have customers, you want them to be satisfied. You want them to be happy. You want them to feel good after they've done business with you. You want them to come back. If you make a good impression on your customers, they will come back. And so it's very, very important for your customers to feel satisfied, to feel happy, to feel like, hey, I want to support this business. I want to come back and give my hard-earned money to this establishment. It's important to make a good impression on your customers. Here we go, number 6. I was impressed by my daughter's dance performance. I was impressed by my daughter's dance performance. I was impressed by my daughter's dance. I was impressed by my daughter's dance performance. I was impressed by my daughter's dance performance. So here, if you have children and you go and see them do a performance, maybe it's a play, maybe it's a musical performance, maybe it's a dance performance, maybe it's a sporting performance, like a game or something, and they do a good job, and so you feel impressed, like, oh, I'm happy to be their father. I'm happy to be her mother. I'm happy to be his mother. I'm happy to be his father. I'm happy to be her father, right? They left you with a great impression, makes you feel happy, and it makes you feel proud. I was impressed by my daughter's dance performance. Number 7, here we go. I'm often moved by the positive comments on my YouTube channel. I'm often moved by the positive comments on my YouTube channel. I'm often moved by the positive comments on my YouTube channel. I'm often moved by the positive comments on my YouTube channel. This is my story right here, and so what keeps me going, right? Like I work every day on my YouTube channel. What keeps me motivated, what keeps me going ahead, what keeps me happy is when I read your comments, when I see your sentences. It moves me to, it shows that like I'm doing something positive, I'm doing something useful, I'm doing something that other people appreciate, other people like. And so when I read your comments about my videos, it moves me, it helps me to continue, it helps me to do better. I want to do better. I want to help you more. And so getting the positive comments, it really makes me feel happy, and I love you. So I also work at a university, right? And so I do two ways of teaching, two ways here on YouTube and in a traditional class, right? So this is online class, so it's not traditional, right? It's kind of a new way of teaching, right? And the old way in the classroom, face to face. And so both are important. I enjoy doing both, but in the classroom, students really don't give you too many comments, right? I mean, of course, their face, so you know you're doing a good job when the students are happy and smiling, and so I know, oh, okay, they come back every week, right? And so I'm doing a good job, so they appreciate it. But they don't tell me, oh, Mark, great lesson today. Sometimes they do, but most of the time they just say bye, thank you, right? And so that's good, right? But for example, on my YouTube channel, after someone watches a video, they'll make a comment like, oh, thank you very much, or, you know, I really enjoyed it, and they tell me why. And so that gives me, that's a little different than in the classroom. And I get some comments like that my videos help them improve, my videos help them passing tests and important life skills. And so I get moved like that. So I'm often moved by positive comments on my YouTube channel. So I love you guys. Mwah. Thank you. Okay, here we go. One more, last one. Don't be impressed by his expensive car. It's a loner. Sleepwalker. Don't be impressed by his expensive car. It's a loner. Don't be impressed by his expensive car. It's a loner. Oh, Maitra, thank you, thank you. See, that's very kind of everyone. Thank you, Aza. I appreciate it. Don't be impressed by his expensive car. It's a loaner. So a loaner means that it's like a rent-a-car, right? It's not his. He doesn't own this car. He's just using it for a short time. So a loaner means you're using it for a short time. So maybe a day, 2 days, 1 week. And so if you go traveling, maybe you need a rent-a-car. So you loan a loaner, just you use it for a short time, you pay money, and you use it for a short time. Yeah, Tomas, you're not the owner. That's right. Good, Tomas. That's simplest and clearest, right? So I like it. I like a simple and clear explanation. Thank you for that, Tomas. Don't be impressed by his expensive car. It's a loaner. Raman, thank you. Thank you for being here with me. So it's really important for me that you're here with me. And so that's great. Fantastic. Thank you. Okay, that was shadowing. We had speaking practice. Now it's time to take turns. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to say the sentence. Sleepwalker, thank you. I'm going to say the sentence, and then you're going to say a sentence. But when you say the sentence, I'm going to cover it. So you have to say the sentence by only looking at the picture. Remember, the picture is going to give you context. The picture is going to give you a clue to the sentence. All right, so let's do it. Let's take turns. I will go first. When I am speaking, you are listening. And when you are speaking, I am listening. Okay, here we go. Take turns. I got too many clothes on. I got this, I got sweater, got a shirt, and then I got another shirt. So can't move. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Tetsuro, you are too kind. Okay, here we go. They were moved by his presentation. Now it's your turn. Go. They were moved by his presentation. They were moved by his presentation. Okay, card number 2. The coach made a positive impression on his players. The coach made a positive impression on his players. The coach made a positive impression on his players. Sad movies usually move her to tears. Sad movies usually move her to tears. Sad movies usually move her to tears. Niagara Falls is an impressive waterfall. Niagara Falls is an impressive waterfall. Niagara Falls is an impressive waterfall. It's important to make a good impression on customers. It's important to make a good impression on customers. It's important to make a good impression on customers. I was impressed by my daughter's dance performance. I was impressed by my daughter's dance performance. I was impressed by my daughter's dance performance. I'm often moved by the positive comments on my YouTube channel. I'm often moved by the positive comments on my YouTube channel. I'm often moved by the positive comments on my YouTube channel. Don't be impressed by his expensive car. It's a loaner. Don't be impressed by his expensive car. It's a loaner. Don't be impressed by his expensive car. It's a loaner. Okay, yes, yes, yes. We took turns. Good job. So let's check it off. Okay, it's time for the quiz now. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to shuffle up the cards so we don't know the order, right? So I'm going to choose 3 cards. I'm going to cover the sentence. So you have to write the sentence in the chat by only looking at the picture. It's a challenge, but that's why you are here. So let me shuffle a little bit more. And then, okay, Lolly says stop. I will. Okay, now here we go. 3 cards. Card number 1. Look at the picture. Write the sentence in the chat. Here we go. Number 1. It's my card. Okay, do you remember the sentence? Write the sentence in the chat. This is my sentence. My personal experience. This is the truth about me. The others are just stories. This is the truth. Do you remember? It's a long one. Oh, good sleepwalker. Do you remember the sentence? Write the sentence in the chat. Write the sentence in the chat. Okay, good, Ramen. Okay, good, Tetsuko. Lolly. Aza. Trolley. Dang. Okay, let's have a look. Here we go. Coming down right now. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, I'm often moved by the positive comments on my YouTube channel. I'm often moved by the positive comments on my YouTube channel. Mwah. Thank you, everyone. Okay, here we go. Card number 2. Write the sentence in the chat. Here we go. Number 2 in the quiz. Do you remember the sentence? Write the sentence in the chat. Write the sentence in the chat. Okay, write the sentence in the chat. Do you remember the sentence? I think you do. I think you remember. I think you do. I think you remember. I think you do. I think you remember. I think you do. Okay, here we go. Have a look at the sentence. They were moved by his presentation. They were moved by his presentation. Yes, yes, yes. Here we go. Card number 3. This is the last card in the quiz. Here we go. Do you remember the sentence? Write the sentence in the chat. Here we go. Write the sentence in the chat. Do you remember? Write the sentence in the chat. Write the sentence in the chat. Okay. You guys got it. Nice. Good, 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 good. Yes. This is A-OK. 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 Okay, here we go. Let's have a look at the sentence. Here is the sentence. Sad movies usually move her to tears. Sad movies usually move her to tears. All right. Yeah, you did it, everyone. Nicely done. That was the quiz. 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. You succeeded. You did not fail. No, you succeeded. You did not fail. You succeeded. Yes. Yes, yes. Woohoo. Okay. Well, it's time for Lolly's Revenge. It's time for Lolly's Revenge. Oh, the poll. We will. Oh, okay. Well, I want to do the poll last, okay? So, yeah, thank you. I always forget the poll. I never remember the poll, do I? I don't know why. Anyways, wait. Okay, 4 was dictation. 5 is Lolly's Revenge. And then number 6 will be the poll. So I'll write number 6 here, so I won't forget the poll. Okay, but we're going to go to number 5 right now. Number 5, Lolly's Revenge. Okay, Lolly's Revenge is a conversation between 2 people. Oh, yes, there we go. Everyone in the chat. That's right, that's Lolly's Revenge. This is Joe and this is Sue. It's a conversation between Joe and Sue, yes. And there are 4 steps, just like dictation cards, but the steps are a little different, Step 1 is the conversation. Step 2, questions and answers. I'm going to ask you questions and you're going to give the answers. Step 3, we will read the conversation. And step 4, we will shadow the conversation. Okay, so lots of good practice, just like here. Look at all this good practice you're getting. Yes, you are. Okay, now let me get the conversation. And you could get the conversation on my Patreon page. Support me there. Get all the worksheets and cards we do in our live stream class. Okay, here it is, Lolly's Revenge. I'm going to read the conversation and you're going to listen carefully. I'm going to read the conversation 3 times. Then I will ask you questions and you're going to give the answers. Oh, Fatima, thank you. Bye-bye, Fatima. Helga's back. Good. Okay, and this is Joe and this is Sue. When you see my thumb, Joe is speaking. When you see my pinky, Sue is speaking. Okay, so here we go. Step 1, the conversation. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Joe is first. I ran into an old teacher of mine. Who was it? Mr. Toth, one of my university teachers. What subject did he teach? English. Before him, I never really liked English. He must have been a good teacher. The best. He made a big impression on me. That's wonderful. I respect people like that. How about you? Who made an impression on you? I would say my mother because... Okay, here we go. Second time. Joe is first. I ran into an old teacher of mine. Who was it? Mr. Toth, one of my university teachers. What subject did he teach? English. Before him, I never really liked English. He must have been a good teacher. The best. He made a big impression on me. That's wonderful. I respect people like that. How about you? Who made an impression on you? I would say my mother because... Okay, Lolly, we'll go slow. Okay, here we go. Third time, slowly. Third time, slowly. Here we go. I'm going to go slow. This is the third time. I will go slow, and then I will ask you questions. Here we go. Joe is first. You're welcome, Lolly. I ran into an old teacher of mine. Who was it? Mr. Toth, one of my university teachers. What subject did he teach? English. Before him, I never really liked English. He must have been a good teacher. The best. He made a big impression on me. That's wonderful. I respect people like that. How about you? Who made an impression on you? I would say my mother because... And then you have to finish the sentence. Okay, that was the conversation. Let's check it off. Okay, now I'm going to ask you 4 questions. 4 questions. So please answer the question in the chat. Here we go. Question number 1. Question number 1. Who did Joe run into today? Who did Joe run into today? Who did Joe run into today? Okay, Helga. Joe ran into an old teacher. Lolly, one of his university teachers. Sleepwalker, Joe ran into his university teacher today. Question number 1, who did Joe run into today? Tetsuro, he ran into an old teacher of his. Who did Joe run into today? Bella, his English teacher. Tomas, Joe ran into his old teacher. Miley, he ran into one of his university teachers. He ran into one of his university teachers. Yes, I do, Sleepwalker. So Sleepwalker asks, Mark, do you still remember any special teachers from your school or university? Yes, I do. How about you, Sleepwalker? How about you? I remember bad ones too. I remember good ones and bad. The thing, you don't remember the medium ones. You remember the bad teachers, you remember the great teachers, but maybe you forget the in-between teachers. Okay, good. Okay, that is correct, everyone. So who did Joe run into today? He ran into one of his old university teachers. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, here we go. Question number 2. Question number 2. How did he make an impression on Joe? How did his old teacher make an impression on him? Good, Candy. How did he make an impression on Joe? So his Joe's university teacher, how did he make an impression on Joe? Okay, by teaching style, good. By his teaching style. How did he make an impression on Joe? Okay, Sleepwalker. That teacher made him to love English. Before that, Joe did not like it. Ah, Helga. Before Mr. Toth, Joe never really liked English. Nice, Helga. Tomas. He made great impression on Joe. Lolly. By loving English. Tetsuro. He made a big impression on him and encouraged him to study English. Miley. He made a big impression on Joe. Yeah, how did he make an impression? How did he make a big impression? Ugh. Oh boy, it's so cold in here. I don't like the winter. Right now in Japan, we're having a super cold. It's like colder than I remember in a long time. This is like the coldest it's been here in a long, long, long time. Oh, good. Okay, Miley. Before that teacher, he never studied English. Good, Miley. Matsura, he ran into an old university teacher. Yes. Azad, thank you. Marion, the English teacher, he was the best teacher for Joe. Sleepwalker, yeah. Can't believe it's too cold. Well, where you live, it's cold too. Where you live, yeah, Sleepwalker. Here too. How about kotatsu? So that's okay. So Tetsuro says, "What about how about kotatsu?" Now, coffee. Maybe. Hold on. Let me get a tissue. Hold on. I need to get a tissue. I spilled a little coffee on my chin. Okay. So maybe you don't know what a kotatsu is. Yeah, it's a Japanese thing. So kotatsu is a table, and under the table there's a heating element, and so it's like a blanket. So I'll draw a kotatsu here. Okay, so we have a table, and it's a low table. So you're sitting on the ground, on the floor. It's a low table, and under the table there's a heater here. It's a heater. And then there's a blanket like this. And so people, you sit on the kotatsu, and then the blanket covers you. And so this is open, right? And so you have a blanket like this. And so here you're covered. And so you're getting all this heat from under the table. And so in the winter, Japanese, it's called kotatsu. And I don't have one. I don't use kotatsu. Kotatsu. So anyway, so that's how many people in Japan stay warm. They sit under the kotatsu. Yeah, I think it's just in Japan. No chair. See, it's on the floor. You're on the floor. No chair. So that's why I don't use one. I like a sofa. I like a chair. Okay. Lolly says he made a big impression on Joe because he was the best teacher he had never had. Or actually ever had. Not never, Lolly. Okay, so Lolly, he made a big impression on Joe because he was the best teacher he had ever had. Ever, ever. Not never, but ever, ever. Okay, good. That's correct, everyone. So how did he make an impression on Joe? Before this teacher, before Mr. Toth, Joe never liked English, never really liked English. But after taking Mr. Toth's class, Joe became, after Mr. Toth's class, he liked English. So Joe, after taking his class, he started enjoying English. So after taking Mr. Toth's class, Joe started liking English. Oh, Cecilia likes kotatsus. I love kotatsu. Yeah, there you go, Lolly. Okay, number 3. Question number 3. Here we go. Who made an impression on Sue? Who made an impression on Sue? Who made an impression on Sue? Good, Sleepwalker. Who made an impression on Sue? Okay, Bella, yes. Okay, Aza, take care. Thank you, Aza. Okay, Lolly, her mother because she was wise and fair. Okay, good. Helga, Sue's mother made an impression on Sue. Raman, her mother made an impression on her. Yes, everyone, that's correct. Number 3, question number 3. Who made an impression on Sue? Sue's mother. Sue's mother. Okay, we got one more question. Question number 4. How did she make an impression on Sue? So we don't know. So what do you think? So question number 4, you have to use your imagination. You have to express in English why you think maybe how Sue's mother made an impression on her. So number 4, how did she make an impression on Sue? How did Sue's mother make an impression on her? What did Sue's mother do to leave an impression on Sue? Okay, Lolly says, by being a great mother. There you go, Tomas. Yeah, that is very economical because all the heat is staying right here. But that's why I don't use one, Tomas. Okay, Helga says, Maybe Sue's mother was a real woman. Marion, Sue has always been impressed by her mother. Good. Question number 4. What did she do to leave an impression on Sue? What did Sue's mother do to make a positive impression? Okay, Sleepwalker, she has always been a positive example for Sue. Her mother remained steadfast in any situation. Bella, her mother, because she worked hard for her. Sleepwalker, Matsura, her mother made impression on Sue. How, Matsura? What did she do? Now, it's not in the conversation. You have to use your imagination. You have to think of some reasons why a mother would give a good or leave a good impression on their daughter. Right? How would a mother leave a good impression on a daughter? Miley, because the father was also impressed by Sue's wife and mother. She was the leader or matriarch. Yeah, Miley. So we say matriarch. So if the mother is the leader of the family, she's the matriarch. If the father is the leader of the family, patriarch. So Miley, you're saying the mother was the matriarch. She was the team leader of the family. Okay, Marion. Sue's mother was her guiding star. Trolley, she was a leader. Tomas, her mother made a good impression, just like mine on me. Great, Tomas. Raman, her mother might have taught her how to be a good human being. She might have been a brave, intelligent, and caring mom. See, this is great, everyone. See, you have to use your own ideas, right? It's your idea. It's your feeling. It's your imagination. You have to express what a impressive person would be. Cecilia, her mother made her. Yeah, so how, Cecilia? How? What things did her mother do to leave a good impression? Tetsuo, her mother taught her how to control a husband. Then she can control Joe well. Big impression. There you go, Tetsuo. Miley, yes, because she was a matriarch. That's right. Good. Okay, good. All right, that's great. Questions and answers, everyone. You did it. Well done. Now, let's read the story together. Let's read the conversation. I'm going to put the conversation on the board. You get your own on my Patreon. Support me and get all the worksheets. Here we go. Let's have a look. Let's read it together, shall we? Here we go. Let's read the conversation. Lolly's Revenge. Joe is first. Joe says, I ran into an old English... No. I don't know. Why did I say that? Okay, here we go. One more time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I ran into an old teacher of mine. Who was it? Mr. Toth, one of my university teachers. What subject did he teach? English. Before him, I never really liked English. He must have been a good teacher. The best. He made a big impression on me. That's wonderful. I respect people like that. How about you? Who made an impression on you? I would say my mother because, and then you, in the chat, all those reasons why. Thank you. Thank you, Costa. Thank you so much. Okay, here we go. Let's do it again. We always do things 3 times, don't we? Joe, I ran into an old teacher of mine. Who was it? Mr. Toth, one of my university teachers. What subject did he teach? English. Before him, I never really liked English. He must have been a good teacher. The best! He made a big impression on me. That's wonderful. I respect people like that. How about you? Who made an impression on you? I would say my mother because, and then in the, Tomas, that's true. Yes, he was Hungarian. Yep. So this is a true story. It's true. And Tomas, yep. Mr. Toth, he's from Hungary. Okay. Okay, Marion, take it easy. Thank you. Okay, let's do it one more time. The third time. Here we go. Third time. Let's read it. I ran into an old teacher of mine. Who was it? Mr. Toth, one of my university teachers. What subject did he teach? English. Before him, I never really liked English. He must have been a good teacher. The best! He made a big impression on me. That's wonderful. I respect people like that. How about you? Who made an impression on you? I would say my mother. Okay, good. All right, well, we read it 3 times. Now, let's shadow, okay? So let's check it off. We read it. Now it's time to shadow. So now we will say the sentences together. You're using 2 skills at the same time, your listening skills and speaking skills. Input, output, input, output, input, output. Here we go. Say it with me. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I ran into an old teacher of mine. I ran into an old teacher of mine. I ran into an old teacher of mine. Who was it? Who was it? Who was it? Mr. Toth, one of my university teachers. Mr. Toth, one of my university teachers. Mr. Toth, one of my university teachers. What subject did he teach? What subject did he teach? What subject did he teach? English. Before him, I never really liked English. English. Before him, I never really liked English. English. Before him, I never really liked English. He must have been a good teacher. He must have been a good teacher. He must have been a good teacher. The best. He made a big impression on me. The best. He made a big impression on me. The best. He made a big impression on me. That's wonderful. I respect people like that. That's wonderful. I respect people like that. That's wonderful. I respect people like that. How about you? Who made an impression on you? How about you? Who made an impression on you? How about you? Who made an impression on you? I would say my mother because. I would say my mother because. I would say my mother because. Okay, good. And let's read it one more time. Oh, that was shadowing, so let's mark it off. You did it. Let's look at it one more time. Oh, February 22nd, Sleepwalker. About 3 more weeks. Okay, let's have a look. Joe says, I ran into an old teacher of mine. Who was it? Mr. Toth, one of my university teachers. What subject did he teach? English. Before him, I never really liked English. He must have been a good teacher. The best. He made a big impression on me. That's wonderful. I respect people like that. How about you? Who made an impression on you? I would say my mother because... Okay, actually, how about you guys? In the chat, who made an impression on you? So can you tell us who made an impression on you? Anybody in your life made an impression on you? So who in your life has made an impression on you? Can you think of someone? Sleepwalker says, my mother. So Sleepwalker's mother made an impression. Candy. Mwah. Okay, Ramen. Yeah, teachers, they do that, right? Helga, both parents. Nice. Who has made an impression on you? Who has made an impression on you? Tetsuro says, my father made an impression on me. Who has made an impression on you? Tomas says, my mother. Lolly says, my father always makes an impression on me because he is so educated and wise. Helga, during my life, many people also made an impression on me. Nice. Yeah, of course, friends, right? So friends make, a positive impression on you, and that's why they're your friends, and you stay friends for a long time, right? My husband and mother made a big impression on me. Trolley, my father. Okay. Okay. Oh, let's see. Ramen. My teachers made an impression on me because my teacher knew that I had a lot of capability, but I was very lazy. But she pushed me and scolded me and made me to understand my capability. Nice. Kind of like a coach, right? Coaches do that. Coaches, they see your ability and they see what you're capable of doing. And so a good coach will get the best out of their players. Okay, Bella, I would say my mother and teacher. Oh, thank you. All right. Matsura, my husband made an impression on me. All right, good. Oh, okay. Tetsuro, good books also make big impressions on us, I guess. Yeah, no, yep, for sure. You read something and you remember it, right? So something like, remember, okay, here. So make an impression means to leave a lasting effect on someone. So a lasting effect, right? So like teachers, when you're young, you still remember what they said to you. You still remember how they helped you, right? Because they made a lasting impression, right? And your mother, your parents, right? You remember because it's been, their impression or their influence on you, their good things that they did for you, you remember, and it's been long lasting, right? So make an impression to leave a lasting effect, And so in books, right? So books, right? So you've read books and you still remember the important details because they've made a lasting effect on you. So books for sure. And movies, right? Books, movies, songs. I think songs can do that. I think musical groups can do that. So, and of course, friends do that. Teachers do that. Okay, all right, all right. Well, it's time for the poll, everyone. It's time for the poll. Manuel, my girlfriend impressed me with her beauty. Yeah, beauty and yeah, and natural things, you know, like national or natural places, you know, forest, mountains, waterfalls. Those can give you a lasting impression. Yeah. Okay, let's do the poll, everyone. All right, so here we go. Number 6, the poll in the chat, in the blue box above the chat, there is a poll. And I think that's what we're doing right now. Yeah, so this is what we're talking about right now. 103 people voted. Thank you so much, everyone. Mwah. And so of these people, who made the largest impression on you, right? Of these people who made the largest impression on you, we have your mother, your father, a teacher, someone else. And so number 1, 51% mother. Wow. So lots of matriarchs here. So mother by far at 51%. And then number 2, someone else, 19%. Then a teacher, 16%. 14, father. Oh boy, father's last. What happened? Oh boy, this is surprising. So mother's not surprising, but I thought would be closer. Wow, so we got mother by far, 51%. And then way down in the teens, 14, 16, 19. We got father, teacher, someone else. Father's last. Very interesting. Very interesting. Huh. Okay, well, come on, fathers. We gotta do better. Fathers need to do better. We gotta make a bigger impression on the people in our lives. Yeah, so fathers, we got to try harder. Fathers, we got to do a better job, because here, fathers are not making much of an impression in this poll. Not at all. Very, very interesting. Yes, yes, yes. Come on, fathers. We got to do a better job. I'm a father. I'm going to try harder. I'll try harder. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. I don't know, Bella. Thank you. Mwah. I have daughters, but they don't care for. No, they're junior high school. They don't want to talk to me. Shut up, Dad. No. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Sleepwalker. Okay, come on, fathers. Let's fight on. Let's fight the good fight. Fathers, fight the good fight. Okay. Well, I'm looking at the clock. We are over time. We are over time. We're always over time. Mwah. Thank you so much, everyone. You guys are great. Thank you so much. Very, very kind of you to be here with me. I really appreciate it, because without you, there's no reason for me to be here. And I want to say this before we go. I have books at Amazon.com. Check them out. I've got a Patreon where you can get the worksheets that we do in our live stream class. Check it out. I've got a website, markkulek.com. You get worksheets and flashcards that go with the videos, and join the channel. You see them. You see the people in green. Become part of the green team. Support me so I can support you. by joining the team, your name will be in green. And that means you are helping me so I can help you. So really, really appreciate that, everyone. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow, everyone. So today's Tuesday, 5 p.m. Tomorrow, Wednesday, 5 p.m. I live in Japan, so it's Japan time. So Tuesdays, that's today. Tomorrow, I'll be here tomorrow. And then on Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. So the time changes on Fridays and Saturdays. So I will be here tomorrow. Please come back and see me tomorrow, okay? Yay, Bella says see you tomorrow. Yay, thank you for that. Okay, good, Tomas. Thank you for being here too, Tomas. Thank you for being a supporter, Tomas. I appreciate that. I do. Okay. Let's say goodbye. Peace and love, everyone. Smile, stay healthy, be safe. Smile, be healthy, stay safe. Smile, be healthy, stay safe. And I will be back tomorrow. Thank you, Candy. Mwah, appreciate it. Okay, let's count down together, shall we? Here we go. We're going to say goodbye together. We're going to count down. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Mwah, I love you. Take it easy. I will be back tomorrow. This time tomorrow. Please come back and see me tomorrow. Until then, that's February 1st. February 1st, right here. Until then, smile, be healthy, stay safe, and take it easy. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you.